Oh no. What? Look, I said I would do it. I meant it. For anybody who's been around my charity streams, you know that to be a fact. Bean Boozled pancakes, anyone? Please no. With permission from the original poster in one of the Facebook groups where I saw this thing, we're gonna go ahead and talk about customer entitlement. How long do you need to support your product, and when to say no, you're an idiot. The post reads as follows. I have a situation I have not had before, and I'm at a loss on how to handle. I had a bag sell 5 to 6 years ago at a local store, had some items for sale. Sometime after it was purchased, I believe about a year, she brought it back to the store with grommets, where an O-ring was attached for removable straps, had pulled away from the fabric and fell off. I had not then or now ever had that happen before, so I fixed them at no charge with different grommets. Fast forward to now, she has again brought this bag back with the same problem. I can see that the O-ring is damaging the new grommet, obviously due to overly heavy use. She expects it fixed again and at no charge. How do I politely handle this? There was no lifetime guarantee, just your standard no refunds, 30-day exchange if hardware found to be defective, which she was told. I'm just stumped on how to proceed. What the Look, I could completely summarize this whole video for you right now, so if you want to click off, just stay for this second, and you're good. We are not Amazon. You are also not attached to a customer by any means whatsoever beyond the guarantee that you give them. If you tell them that you have a 30-day guarantee on hardware defects regarding your bags, that's fine. And my biggest advice is to stick to it. 100% that kind of customer is trying to ride you like a Valkyrie into Valhalla. That kind of customer feels that they're entitled to your time in exchange for absolutely nothing. That kind of customer has no respect for you or your craft. I don't care who made the bag. God herself could come down to earth and make a bag for this woman, and she would still complain after a year because she probably put bricks in it, or dragged it across gravel, or gave it to her kids, or her grandkids, or a freaking billy goat that chewed on the corner. Don't ask me how I know that. All bags, regardless of the maker, are going to wear and tear over time, which is why for our safety as artisans, we provide that limited guaranteed time just to cover the hardware and materials. And this is also why I have disclosures a mile long when someone buys a bag from me. If someone is dumb enough to leave their bag on top of their car and it falls off and skids on the road and gets all kinds of scuffed up, that's not on me, that's on them for being dumb. But they will still try to swindle you out of your time and your money. We should be saluting this bag maker for even considering helping this woman. Her bag lasted a year before it had a big problem with any of the hardware. That's pretty darn good, especially if that bag is a daily use bag. So if I'm reading this right, she sold the bag about 5 or 6 years ago. The woman came back around year 4, got a repair, and then came back again 3 years later? Okay, so let's just cover good ways of handling this. My first inclination is to tell the woman she's an idiot, but that's not likely to help you get more customers, and word of mouth is kind of a pain, especially if you're in a small town and you're doing consignment. It's also not terribly professional. But I'm not professional! Look at me! So I'll give you the professional yet passive-aggressive way of telling someone that they're an idiot, because an idiot will never realize that's what you're doing, but their friends will. Customer, I am delighted to see that you've enjoyed my handcrafted bag for so many years. I'm sorry for the inconvenience of a hardware break. As you know, I offer a 30-day guarantee on all of my handcrafted bags to cover cases such as yours. However, it has been 1,095 days since your bag was purchased, so I'm afraid it is beyond the warranty coverage period. I would be happy to offer you a discount on purchasing a new handcrafted bag from my shop to thank you for supporting my small business so much over the years. Please let me know if this is something you would like me to provide. Yours, owner. You're just so beautiful. It's like wiping my booty with silk. Anyways, as you can tell, I'm really good at being passive aggressive. You can thank being a woman in the tech industry for 20 plus years for that. You may have noticed I conveniently left out an offer to repair the current bag. That's because you don't want them to come back. You've left the door open for them to make a new purchase. You've reinforced your 30-day guarantee. You want them to buy another bag, but with firm understanding it's a 30-day guarantee. But that kind of person isn't going to come back. It's the same kind of person who's going to go to your website and download free PDF patterns, but never come back to touch any of the ones that are merely $5. I'm not bitter. I just don't advertise. Well, there it is. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. So I hope it helps the original poster and any of you who might have dealt with similar problems. I have too, and this is how, sadly, over the years, I've learned to deal with it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to finish getting ready for work.